Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Space Engineers No-Jetpack Survival. I am Prime, and we're on Mars right now. We just took a little virtual trip through from our home base to here, just to give you a little bit of an indication of where we are, what we're doing. We have a ton of resources here that we need to, no, that should last actually. We need to pop as much of that into some kind of a vessel to get out of here, take a trip via the alien planet, which is somewhere, and then once we got to the alien planet we can pick up the uranium we've got there, and then we need to head back to Pertam where we can start building our own ship. Well, we also need to go to our Pertam asteroid base so we can finish our little bomb dropper thing, to take out the enemy bases that just happen to be camping out near our cobalt area, so that we can actually continue our mission. So that's what we need to do. I want to put something on these screens, but I'm not sure what. So either they're going to stay blank, which is a possibility, or do you know what, let's just put some pictures on them or something. I kind of don't want to leave these completely blank. It feels like the whole thing's unfinished, so we're going to go text and images. So I don't really have any need for any other kind of graphics and information and stuff. It's not really, well, apart from maybe the weather. We'll put the weather on one of them. So text and images, images. What have we got? It could be cool. Bright future. Yes, you'll do nicely. That's one. We'll put the weather on this one. So this is going to be apps. Weather. There we go. Okay, weather. Dust storm. Which was quite handy while we were filming. You notice how the wind turbines during a dust storm didn't think the sun direction was the best direction to get power, and they've kind of gone all over the place because the dust storm sort of throwing it off. Interesting. Okay, let's have a picture on this one. I keep pressing F. It's supposed to be K. Okay, what we got on here? So we did bright. Yeah, let's go Thunder Fleet. Cool. And this one can be. What do we need? You see, we can always replace these with something else if we need to. Oh, let's go with that. Something from Splitsy and Capac. Nice little hang in there poster. Okay, cool. Good. So, right, we need to, let's need to work out what we're going to have to carry with us. 500,000 iron-ish, and about 4k platinum. We probably want to bring at least some of the magnesium with us because it's quite rare and hard. The cobalt, yes. The gold, yeah. We might need to do another trip for gold actually at some point. Although, because one of the problems we have as well is that gold is only available on this half of our solar system, and where Pertam is, there's no moons. There's nowhere to get gold. So we may need to do another gold trip at some point. We can get gold up there, so maybe that's something we need to do today. Get more gold. platinum, yes, I've said that. Magnesium, cobalt, gold, silver, yeah, that sort of stuff is what we need to bring with us. Oh god. So we need to bring a cargo hauler. Let's just go check out upstairs, make sure everything's good up here. Still got loads of room around here. So we may have to come back here at some point to do a bit more, but, you know. As always, when I'm doing long bases like this, you know, they're midway mission bases, so they can often end up partially finished. Right. So, trip up there to get some gold, and then we need to decide how we're going to actually transport that material. I doubt we're going to fit it all onto this. So we've got a couple of choices. We can either build a nice big sort of cargo hauling vessel, which can take this with us. Could prove quite difficult. We do have our little cargo pod thing sitting on the alien planet, which we could bring with us. That's an option. We could just take as much as we can from there. I mean, we don't necessarily need the iron. I mean, the iron and stuff like that we can get on Pertam. We have a nice big drilling hole for that, so we could just extend that further and get loads of iron. We've probably already got loads of iron there. So that's one thing. We could probably leave that behind. Everything else might fit in there, actually. And then we can go to the alien planet, pick up our... The alien planet's got a moon with gold on it. Okay. No, we're going to do that. I think we're going to abandon base. Already. Let's get the things we need out of the base into here. Oh, do we want to bring our little building ship? I think this could be very useful. A bit less useful in space because it's got no ions on it. I think we blueprint this and then we just make another one. It's probably easier than trying to carry this thing with us, and then we can leave this here. So Control Shift B just to blueprint that only. Kestrel, it's got a name already, it's done. Right, easy peasy. So that's one for the workshop at some point. Okay, let's stock up everything we can take from here and get going. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is start moving some ammunition over to this because we need to be protected. So that's one big thing. Let's see, what do we have that we need to take with us? Okay, so first priority is the platinum. I don't think I can take that 70k of platinum that's still refining. I should really wait for it to refine and then bring that then, but we've got our silver. Where's our gold? And there's more silver. More platinum. No, that's this. Okay. Right. Oh, reactor components. Gravity components. We'll take them if we can. Can we take them? Yep. Thruster components, have to take them. That solves part of the problem that we're going to have anyway. Take the medical components with us. Reactor components are worth like silver and stuff. Eesh, that's the large cargo container already full. I am a little concerned that the base is making more reactor components and thruster components using probably our platinum to do so. So I'm going to have to go in and turn off the assembler. Shut that down for now. Okay. Whew, close one. Right. So yeah, we ended up with a few reactor components that we don't actually need. Platinum can come out of there, the cobalt can come out of there. Right, I think for the time being we have enough. And bear in mind we also do have a load of like thruster components on board, so that's like a ton's worth of platinum extra there. So I'm happy that we're good to go. Hydrogen we need to stock up, so we're going to have to just quickly top them up. Oxygen, we're not full, but we do have enough to do this journey. Okay, that's good. I don't know what that's supposed to be, so we're just going to remove that for now. Okay, good to go. Right. So I'm going to undock. Just. Right, I'm just going to go straight up. Got 13 things off right now. I'm going to just quickly turn or try and get all of our thrusters off. All on, good. Still saying 13 off, it's weird. But we're still going up, so it's fine. So yeah, we were a little late with this episode. You know, there was no way I was going to be able to record all of this and get it edited in time for last week. Not with like the limited time I have. Been working on a few things, sort of personal life things. I mean, like as you all know, I did my motorcycle test. We passed. For those of you that watched the actual outro of the last episode, not just turn it off when it went to black screen, you'd know that. But for everybody else, I passed. Woohoo! And I've bought a bike. I'll reveal what it is in due course. But yeah, I have bought a bike. It's not arrived yet. So the reason for me being off, despite some speculation, wasn't due to a motorcycle incident or anything. I haven't actually even got it yet. So it was literally just a matter of time and wanting to get this episode right. So wanting to have enough time to do all of the things I want to do this episode without having to rush. But this might be a slightly long one. I don't see me cutting out too much. We'll cut out some of the travel-y bits, but unless I'm saying something like this, you know, if I'm talking through something very well, then yes, you know, we'll keep that in. But those bits where it's like, it's just silence, so I'm going to cut them out. So how are you all anyway? I mean, some of you are regulars, and you know, no shortage of times when you've asked me how I am, so I'm asking you guys, all of you, how are you? Drop a comment. Tell me how your week's been. Tell me what you're doing for the weekend. You know, just say hi. We're a community here. And for those of you new, join the community. Come say hi. Find us on Discord as well. Join in, share what you've been building. At some point in the future, I'm probably going to have a little bit of a build-off with all of our Discord crew, so people can, you know, submit stuff that they've done. We might put a theme on it, I don't know, and we'll have a public vote to see which ones we think are the coolest. But don't worry, if we don't get many votes from the public, I'll still sort of, you know, give my opinion on things. Okay, we're 0.19 Gs now. We're getting to that point now where we just want to have a quick peek up, just make sure we're not going to headbutt an asteroid. That would be pretty tragic. Once we do get out, the first thing we need to do is locate our ride. We have a jump drive ship, if you can call it that, somewhere up here. We just need to interface with it, and then we can get ourselves back to the alien planet. It'll be a short pit stop to the alien planet, which is partly why I'm having to conserve some fuel, because we're going to have to go down to the alien planet before we can get any more. We might be able to locate an ice asteroid, but yeah. We want to try and do this on a tank if we can. Right. We've got positive velocity right now, keeping just an eye on it. I don't really want to hit 0 Gs with too much velocity, because then we have to burn loads more fuel just to stop. So as we start getting to 0.05 Gs, because that's like the last step before it changes to 0, as we approach 0.5 Gs, we want to start reducing our fuel usage. We want to let our speed bleed off and not top it up so much, and try and hit 0 Gs as close to 0 meters per second as we possibly can. Right, another quick look up. Well, the parking space is over there, 17 kilometers away, so not far. I think we're probably clear. We don't have third person view, we've turned that off. We're still going up, which is good. Keep an eye on the surroundings, you know, because if your velocity gets close to 0 and you start going negative, it'll still show a positive velocity on your speed on the left. You'll only know you're going down when you start seeing everything else going the other way, and the little cross on the right hand side next to your gravity meters, that cross will dip below the horizon. Right, we're at 0.05 now, so that's the last warning step we'll get before we hit 0, so that's going to give us a little bit more velocity. It took a little while to get from 0.6 to 0.5. Okay, I think it's when we get to around about 40 kilometers. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, that meter in the middle of the screen isn't above sea level. It's the above the current ground level. That one, the altitude. Oh, we're at 0 now. Barely any fuel needed to fully stop there. So I can have a look now. Oh, it says null. I think it was about 39, 40k-ish. Right, let's go and find our parking space now. So I can go, for the moment, I can go hydros off. Oh, we've got 13 hydrogens on right now. Hydrogen thrusters. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on and then off to make sure they're all off. Still got 13 on. Which group is it? Cargo friendly forward thrust. I have to go thrust so I can find it. There we are. So that's all these. They're showing us off. All off now, finally. So we've had those kind of inverted for all this time. It's kind of annoying. Right, that one's off. I've got one ion. One ion thruster's not behaving with the others. On. It's in the group. Let's just double check that. This is a problem sometimes when you replace thrusters and that, you end up with a little bit of bother. Oh yeah, we don't aim directly at the asteroid. It'll take a little while to slow this thing down. So we'll just use an ion thruster now. Everything else is turned off. It's going to be really slow to speed up, but we will get there. We could have put a few more on here actually, but not really much need. We've got all the time in the world. Let's just put a bit more thrust into it until we get to about halfway. Just over halfway, I think. So we started at 14-ish. Stopped about just before 8. I think it's 7.5-ish. And then we'll just hit the dampeners on and watch ourselves slow down in time for the asteroid. The idea being we've got equal thrust forward and back, so if you thrust forward for half of the distance and then thrust back for half of the distance, you should end up stopping pretty much on target without using more fuel than you need to. In this case, it's electricity, but same principle applies. It's kind of like the Expanse, how they do theirs, except with them, they just have one massive thruster on the back of the ship and they just flip the ship around and point the other way. So I'm kind of trusting that in the next 4.5 kilometers, we're going to get stopped. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to flip a hydrogen on as an emergency stop. But I have pointed myself into an empty space next to the asteroid just in case. And my hand's off right now, I'm not even touching the keyboard or the mouse. If I touch the mouse, it'll mess up my trajectory and slow down my slowing down. I think I can see our target ship right there on the edge of the asteroid. Hopefully it's not been damaged or harmed or anything. We've got an enemy about 6 kilometers away. I do have ammunition on board. And my guns are set up on number 3. Right, okay, so 2 kilometers away, we're at 18 meters per second and still slowing down. These ions are ridiculously weak, but we do have a lot of cargo on board, so we're heavy. And they're only 4 little tiny ions. But it just goes to show, you don't need a lot of thrust to get around once you're in 0G. You just need patience if you don't have a lot of thrust. Okay, it's possible. No, I slightly overestimated the distance for stopping. We came quite close, 1.5-ish. I think I need to turn that off. Right, so we are going to burn till we get to about 800 meters. And then we're going to hit reverse. I am hoping that we're not parked on the back of the asteroid. I will definitely need emergency stop if that's the case. I'm trusting it. I might need the emergency stop. There's some gold on there. That'll be from an asteroid impact. I'm saying asteroid impact because a meteor impact implies it's gone into atmosphere. Still trusting it. Hands are off my mouse. But we might scratch the wall a little bit. Emergency stop. Just to be safe. That was pretty good. Obviously, like I was going by the directions on that thing, but oh, we've got that little bug now where we're close to something and therefore can't use our what's that one? G. RCS thrust. Okay, yeah, that's my space thrusters. Right, now we have to figure out how to park on this thing so we're not going to get cooked by this ship's own thrusters, so like we did last time. So I'm literally just going to park myself actually on the solar panel nearby, or as close as possible to the front so that Well, let's inspect it. There's that big thruster there, you see, that I have to watch out for. So I'm going to sideways myself. I don't think we have any other thrusters that we have to worry about. Right, so our mag plates need to be on. I need to make sure that I can reach the door when I get out. Got no jetpack either, by the way. Right, we're locked in. No, wrong one. All thrusters off. We need to turn our gyro off so it doesn't muck around with our whole setup. We'll leave it on that screen there. Right, good to go. That thing is getting a bit close. I might wait till that goes before we move on. We also at some point need to start looking at going to these encounters. Seeing if we can get our hands on some miniature jump drive technology or anything else. Especially those Prototech ion thrusters. They are super powerful. I would love those on my new big ship, but we're going to need to build something that can do the job. Because again, no jetpack and most of these things are out in 0G, so it's kind of a bit tricky to... Oh shoot, right, that's weapons range. It needs to be kind of ready to possibly unlock and go get them if I have to. Still getting closer. Well, it's the first assert ship I've seen in a little while. Come on. Start going away. I'm hoping if I don't move, he won't see me. 743. Okay, it's well past its closest approach now, but it's still in weapons range. Full detection range, so like, there we go, outside of weapons range now. Oof. I mean, not so much weapons range, but weapons lock. If it's in weapons lock range, potentially it could call for help. I think we might be in a clear, but I want to wait till it's at least 3 kilometers away before I make a move. Okay, we're over 3 kilometers away now, so hopefully I can reach that door when I get out. Just about. Let's just quickly check our uranium. 1.4. Not a lot. I think we're going to have to get some uranium out. Let's put it into my inventory. So we'll take 10 from you. And pop you in there. That should keep this thing ticking over for a little while. Right. Jump drives are charged, which is great, and they're ready to go. So I need to put my thrusters on. I need to unlock, gently back away. We need to be aiming for the alien planet. Go on, just gently backing away. Thrusters on this thing are a lot more powerful. We are carrying just over, like, nearly 1/3 of a million kilograms. Right, and as always, conserve fuel, even though we've got 89 days of power. I would like to just, not overdo the thrusters here. Plenty of room there. Right, where's Alien? Down there. Right, this is fabulous. So, let's get ourselves stopped. Right, aim at the alien planet. It's 4,167 kilometers away. Ooh, okay. Okay, jump drive. It's going to go the full distance. 2,000. We're going to have to do 2 jumps here, so we're just going to jump now. I wonder if they fixed this. Nope. Still shows all the way down there. We're going where the crosshair shows, don't worry. Otherwise it would be damn near impossible. Right, there we go. Right, that's a jump done. And we've got another 2 jumps to go. We have an enemy approaching-ish. We should probably start moving forward. Just to get this encounter out of the way quickly. Okay, we're getting further away from the grub now. Max speed is twitching a bit because we are carrying a load on the back, so I can only assume it's still there. As far as I'm aware, we did lock. Otherwise, we're not going down again. We're in trouble. Let's see if I can still talk to my ship. Remote access. Falcon Strider's still there. This is fabulous. Right. Good. We're still fine. We are 23% charged right now. We have plenty of battery to charge this a couple of times. Right, start slowing down. We're at 90%. And we've stopped, which is perfect. Right, okay, so we've got 131 kilometers to cover, so about 100 I think should do it, so 117, close enough. I'm going to do that jump. We're just blind jumping all of these. We don't really have to find a jump spot. I mean, I could. Ooh, there we are. Right, now what I'm going to do, I am going to program a jump spot for this bit because we have a actual coordinate for this. So, alien, what's it called actually? Jumper left here. Okay. Jump drive. GPS locations. J. Jumper left here. Select. Right. Distance 2,000 kilometers maximum. Yeah, that should be fine. We might come up a little short. That's not so bad. And we are already ready because we only did a short jump that time. So now we could go the rest of the way. Whereas had we done the 2,000 kilometers first, we'd have been waiting a lot longer to recharge to do the last little tiny step. Right, okay, we're a little short. Quite a bit short actually. We're just going to start moving forward to that spot there. Alien planet looks a bit Mars-ish. A bit odd. Don't want to go into that little asteroid that we're approaching. Out here, alien. What's that? Oh Christ! We're going the wrong way. We just... My God. Parked here, alien planet. There we are. That's the one I need to go to. No wonder it looked a bit Mars-ish. It's Titan. Okay, I don't want to end up anywhere near the atmosphere. I think we're on the wrong side of the planet. We're aiming at the wrong spot. Let's get stopped. before I end up in gravity. If we end up in gravity here, we're going to have to bail fast and lose this ship. Right, okay, so I believe we're probably close enough to the parking spot now. The base is there. Where's our parking spot marker? Parked here, alien. I need to get to that. I don't want to leave this thing. We ideally need to be parked at least at the parking spot. I'm going to try and tuck myself in there a little bit, just so it's a little bit... Right, okay, it's good enough. I just need to get myself locked. Gently does it. That's not a lock. Well, it's not saying we're locked, but... One of them's locked. That's good enough for me. Right, okay. Fine. Turn thrusters off. We should be static there. We're fine. Right. Time to get out. Transfer to the ship. Them on for now. Oh, we might not be able to get off the ground with them actually. Right. Dampers off. Unlock. We're 9 kilometers off the ground. 10, yeah, just about 500 meters off the base. Probably time to put our atmos on. Right, okay. If I come down around about there, should be fine. Four kilometers off. Okay, time to start leveling out, I think. Too early. Oh, welcome back to Spiderville. Oh God. Well, that's scary. Come back down a bit more. Base is there. Right. Lots of asteroid hits around here. We're okay. Right, so I need to probably fill up with hydrogen before we start trying to do any further maneuvers. So let's get our camera on and get ourselves docked. It's been a while since I've been here. Right, everything off. Visors are shut. Out we come. Oh, obviously it's brutal here. Right, so this is our cargo pod. We need to collect it and then back that into there. Now, we've got our mag plates here. Don't know where they are set up on my bar, so we're going to have to have a look for them. What are they called? Magnetic plate 6, 5, 6, 7. Don't even know if they're in a group right now, so mag. Damage to, okay, it's damage to something in there. Upside down front mag what? Mags, no, okay, 5, 6, 7. Cargo mags. Okay. G. 2. Doofus plate. That's the front one. Cargo mags can go there, so... Oh, cargo lock. We've got that one already. Okay, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Switch lock. Right. Okay. I don't think they should be on cargo mags. They should, yeah, they're not on auto lock. That's fine. Right. Oh, why do I keep getting out? I need to do a stockpile. Get ourselves full first. Good. Unstockpile. Now I need to, let's just inspect our rear camera. That's our front camera, that's not the one I want. That's that one. Don't know where that one is. Top mounted camera, okay. What are these? Cargo lock, oh okay. So 4's got all our cargo stuff on, fair enough. 5, and I can see them from here, that's perfect, okay. So I have to remember that. Right, all power on. Get a couple attempts at this maybe before we're completely out of fuel. Unlock. Just clear the area enough. 4, 5. Still get proxy while I'm on that. Yes. Lock. Locked. Okay, so now I can lift that thing up. Unfortunately, I don't think... Oh, that's not clever, is it? Let's put it back down. So we're gonna unlock, unlock, Get ourselves straight here. That might be... It's not pretty. I need to be... Oh, God. Needs to be more graceful than this. Okay, we're just going to lock there like that. That should be fine. Right, now we got the little problem of having to attempt to connect it to the back of there, and I'm possibly still cooking this thing, so I need to go cargo pod to ship connector, cargo pod rear connector, switch lock. Well, that says proxy, so are we safe? Yes, we're safe. Well, that was lucky. Well, those mags didn't do squat, to be honest, but I think it'll hold. Okay, let's have a little wander inside for a minute. Let's have a look and see what we're actually going to cook as well. Well, actually, we might be okay. The distance there is pretty decent. Yeah. I might put these onto auto lock so that if we do accidentally disconnect, we can catch it. We'll do it from inside in a bit. Right. Let's go in. We don't have automatic doors in here. Let's just check everything over. We've got air. So yeah, we've got a few refineries here. Yeah, we've got air here. Let's see what we have to use. 2.7k of uranium, 1.1k of gold. Some of this could be on the ship. We've got magnesium as well. Yeah, a lot of that's going to be on the ship. Right, so we just need to go... get ourselves stocked up. And then we can get a wriggle on. So, right, inventory. This ship. Okay, let's not go to this ship. I want... What did we call our cargo containers? Take our silver and extra cobalt. I hope we can get off the ground with all this. Gold, a little bit more gold, more magnesium. Not taking iron, we've got tons of that stuff. Bit more gold, more magnesium. I think maybe we'll leave a little bit of magnesium for protecting the base, so we'll leave like maybe about 100. That's everything I need to take with me. Do we need the oxygen? Probably not. Right, okay, so we're now weighing an absolute lot. So I guess the only thing for it really is to see, can I get out of here with everything on board? So... everything on. Let's find this cargo lock here. Okay, I'm just gonna start heading up. Now we're going to be extremely unstable because we're carrying a load, so we've got to actively manage our actual aim. It's like constantly just adjusting the mouse just to keep ourselves from veering off too much off target, making this hard for ourselves. Unfortunately, that's the whole problem with carrying attached grids. And it's going to get even worse because I'm going to attach this to our jump drive ship and then take that to take us the rest of the way. Now, we've got a few K of gold, so a lot of thruster components with us. So I am wondering if we really need to actually fetch any more. I think we've got a load of gold still on Pertam, so we might just risk going straight to Pertam. And we can always like take a trip back up to one of the moons up this way if we do need more gold when the time comes. And we may be better equipped to do it then. We don't need more thrusters, we're fine. We got off the ground. If you can get off the ground at ground level and you've got enough fuel, you're going to make it. That's the only thing that matters. So if you're going to build a ship and you want to know that it can land and take off, fully load the thing, build it on the ground, on the planet you want to test against, fully load that thing, and then off you go. Just see if you can get it off the ground, and then all it is after that is just a matter of how much fuel do you need. Bear in mind that as you add more fuel tanks, you'll have more weight and you might need a few more thrusters. So you're better off overestimating everything right from the beginning. Get your weight like really maxed out right early on, and then make sure you can get off the ground with that. We definitely over-engineered the Falcon Strider. Right, so when we get to Pertam, we're going to have to dock the cargo container to one of our cargo ports, and then bring the ship in for its own permanent docking. Right, we're locked. Thrusters off. All thrusters off. Let's get out. I can only assume everything's still in place. Right. We're fully charged up, so now we need to... thrusters on. Oh, actually. Duh. Turn the gyro off. I'm going to leave it on this screen so I don't forget. Right. Thrusters on. Unlock. Pull away. Gently does it. Pertam's straight ahead of us. So we're going to need to get up over this asteroid. I'm going to go gently, just because I don't want to wrench the cargo pod off the back of my ship, because it's only mag locked in. Like, too many forces on it could just blow up the connectors, and then we've lost everything. Right. Our dampeners on, just so we can stay still. Okay, so another 3 jumps to go. And a little while to wait, so we're just gonna skip some time and get there eventually.
Ship fuel low.
Okay, looks like the reactor's out of fuel. We've still got a bit more in our ship if we really need it. But let's have a look at our batteries. Stored power. Yeah, not mega high. About a third. It should be enough to finish charging up this last jump. We're 69% right now. We do have something on our tail. I just moved away from it a little bit to put like 10 kilometers between us and them, so we've got plenty of time to finish charging our drive and make this jump. That jump should take us pretty much right on top of the asteroid base, where we're going to park this ship up, and then we'll take the Falcon Strider and its cargo down to Pertam's base and hope we can stay away from the enemies that are surrounding us down there, if they're still there. Okay.
Ship fuel low.
Yes, I know. That's the warning because the reactor's not got any juice. Right, we're just going to limp away in. We're showing about 5 minutes of power. It's not great. Alien research bases, search drone facility. Yeah, we've got loads of stuff below us here. Right. 4 minutes of power left. Not great. We should probably turn our jump drive's charge off so we've got more power. About 20 minutes left now. We will need this jump drive again at some point, but hopefully maybe we'll have a better solution by then. This thing can be retired. Right, I'm not sure if we're on this side or the opposite side. It's looking like this side. Should come into view any minute. Don't think we've got lights on this thing. No, probably not. Maybe it's on the other side. This is me doing my best dampness off flying. It's the smoothest way to fly. Yeah, we've got no lights. There we are. Okay, so this is our little asteroid base. If I remember rightly, somewhere on here we've got gravity generators, but they might be turned off. We should be getting sunshine now, that's good. Okay, so this is our... Yeah, that's our thing. Not sure what's going on underneath that. Oh, that's our missile, yeah. Missile blueprint. So this is our mobile bomb printer. Needs some ion thrusters. Right. I'm going to keep rotating around here. Do a little inspection as we go. Okay. We're probably just going to plop ourselves down around about here somewhere. I've actually got a nice spot somewhere around here where this oops. Whoa, what did I just hit? Okay, random blocks there. Probably nothing serious. There we go, we're locked, right. Them off. Okay, get out. Get into there. We're at 65% for fuel. Should be enough. Right. Okay. Woohoo. Bit violent there. Right, we're not going back down to there just yet. So we're literally just going to have to figure out where home is. There. And head straight for it. It's a bit rough. We should make it. Should be in gravity very soon. Let's have a quick look in our camera. So we've still got a cargo by the looks of it. So that purple marker, pink marker, is like a perfect line-up point. It's like right in the middle of the Pertam planet. We drilled a large hole all the way down to the center. And no, I've never jumped down it before. Seven kilometers. Come on, there's hills all the way around as well, so... Whoa, shooting hell. That's going to be a problem. I can't get this under control. Put my ammos on. I need to get my actual direction under control. It's proving quite difficult. My gyros are on. If I can't level out, we can't land. But the weight on the back is really strong. Okay, I need to desperately hit my thrusters right now. Whew. Okay, that was extremely close. It's only as we slowed down enough we were actually able to get our altitude, our direction right. Ooh, I can't see a thing. Right, let's get over there before we run out of fuel. Right, so this is the back of the base. So it needs to be around the other side. There's our heavy lifter thing. Right, there we are. Right, that is the point I want to dock this thing at. Bearing in mind that while we've got this weight on our back, we are risking it. Oh crap. That's a bit problematic. Get ourselves landed for the minute. Right, okay, let's get out and just have a look at the docking situation here. We have no camera on the back of here, so I need to put one of them on. Okay, 9 camera. No, 9. There we are. Put it immediate above, I think. Okay, and then we need to name this cargo cam. We're quite wonky there. Right, okay. On there I need to put cargo cam. Rear cargo pod cam. That's the one on the base. So I'm going to put that there. View. Right. So put these back on. Unlock. Go back to there. 9. Spot on. Okay. Whoa. Turn these off, and then we need to get all of our cargo pod stuff into the base, and then I can disconnect from there. Actually, no, I can just disconnect right now anyway. So get this thing landed. I'll see if I can stockpile. I need fuel. We're going to need this miner quite a lot soon. Right, okay, we're stockpiled. We're on. I'm going to disconnect from here. Leave that thing behind. Get ourselves landed down here. Gotta be careful of that thing. Okay, just teeny bit wobbly on that spot, but it'll do. It's actually part of our printing area, but it's a good enough spot for this thing. We could probably do a little bit of repair work actually while we're here, so you just go out here. Should be oxygen through these doors. Triple airlock just to make certain. Yes, we have plenty of oxygen here. Right, just turn the welders on, let them repair anything that needed doing there on that side. Right, okay, so we're at the base now. You can see our big hydrogen tanks down there. This is for those that either forgot or haven't seen this before. So we've got a massive hydrogen room down there, a little bit of a tunnel space coming out there, which ideally is going to join up over here somewhere. We're not sure what we're going to do with that space yet, if anything. Our little sofa, cargo access, and our elevator. Is the lift on this level? Nope. Let's call the lift. Okay, and we're going to go up to which floor are we on? 1. So it goes up that way. So there's a sub-basement. We want floor 2 actually. Because we want to rest. So this is where I'm going to leave that for this episode. I think it's a really good spot to finish. We got ourselves back here, we brought some material, so from the next episode onwards I think we're going to need to start looking at constructing something much larger, some sort of a generation type sort of base seeding ship that we can use to go to the Earth-like planet eventually and build a permanent base there which will even rival this one. So that's the overall long-term plan. It should keep us going for quite a while. What was out here? Oh, it's a toilet. Okay. Right, so yes, I'm going to have a sit down for a little while and we'll catch you next time. Have a fantastic week and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.